Welcome to Trump's America. In this video, we'll be looking at the heated argument that was recently witnessed by the whole world that happened in Oval Office between President Trump and the President of Ukraine, President Zelenskyy. Trump America, is becoming what it is because President Trump made this statement saying,
but if you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave. But if you're not...
He said, if you don't like it here, you can leave. And if you want to return back, you can come back. If you don't want to come back, you can stay. That is still okay. All right. As far as I can remember, okay, this is the first time I'm seeing the Oval Office in such a heated argument. A lot of people are of different opinions.
The president of my country was just humiliated in the White House. My president, Volodymyr Zelenskyy, was just humiliated, attacked by Trump and by Vance in the White House during the press conference in front of the media from all over.
Some people felt that President Zelenskyy should have said thank you to America and, be prostrate on the floor for the President of America because of all the help. You guys recall how many billions of dollars, American dollars, that was sent to Ukraine to support the Ukraine and their army during the war that was started by Russians. Okay, so a lot of people expected Ukrainian president to prostrate on the ground and saying thank you and all of that. And a lot of people are of the opinion that that is the worst they've ever seen happen in Oval Office. That was nothing presidential in what President Trump and his Vice President Vance did in that Oval Office.
God bless.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
answering on this
position to
question.
dictate that.
That's
Remember
exactly what
this.
I'm not
You're in
dictating.
no position to dictate what we're going to feel.
What do you think? What is your own opinion? Let me know what your opinion is in the comment section. As for me, I would say that is the least expectation or, something to anticipate that will ever happen in the Oval Office. But I wouldn't say that would have been the least because we saw how President Trump was actually briefing the press when Elon Musk was carrying his child on his shoulders and then playing along while answering the journalist questions. So anything is expected in Trump's America. So don't expect it to be overly presidential. Don't expect it to be, filled with demure and cutesy and, decorum. No, not in this era. Anything can happen, okay? Anything can happen. A lot of people called out President Trump. Oh my goodness. You don't even want to hear some of the things they said. They called him out.
Donald Trump is a narcissistic sociopath, and in the space of a month, he has sent the United States hurtling towards not just authoritarianism, but dictatorship.
And other people were saying that President Zelenskyy should have prostrated on the ground and all of the 9 yards. I want to hear what you think, but like I said, this is the very first time, as far as I can remember, since I started following the, White House, the USA, that I've ever seen, such heated arguments coming from the Oval Office. Discussions in Oval Office are held with kind of respect. You're not just respecting the person you're respecting as well the country the person is representing. But like I said, anything is possible in Trump's America. So back to my African people, the presidents in African countries. If you're being invited to the Oval Office, the first thing you need to do is to make sure that your country is not in the list of countries getting aid from the United States. Because if you're there, President Trump will not shy away and tell you in front of the world that because of the US, because of him, that's why you haven't gone under. So before you come to honor the President Trump's invitation, if at all he invites any of you, just make sure you're not in the list of countries receiving aid, because that's the only time you can comfortably look him eyeball to eyeball and say, you don't speak to my country like that, you don't speak to me like that. But if you have been receiving aid from America, get ready to prostrate on the floor in your gratitude, just lie down flat in gratitude. I don't know if that was what they were expecting President Zelenskyy to say, to prostrate on the ground, telling them how grateful he is. I don't know. But I want to hear your opinion. A lot of reactions, people with mixed feelings. They called it the worst presidential visit ever. If you have seen, or maybe in the past history of any presidential argument that happened like this in the US, let me know in the comment section, because I'll be very glad to go and research to find out what really happened and how it went down. But if you ask for my opinion, honestly, I felt really bad, for President Zelenskyy. I felt bad for him. For me, I felt the meeting was below the belt. It was below what America represents. America is the world number one. They shouldn't be looked at as world number 0. No. Going by what I've read so far on the internet and what I saw so far from the interviews, a lot of people were disappointed with that kind of meeting. A lot of people were disappointed, and for the fact that it was also televised all over the world, that was the worst thing people said that happened. That it shouldn't have happened in the Oval Office. It shouldn't have been, they shouldn't have treated their guests in that manner. Like I said, if you have seen, American president in the Oval Office in such situation in the past with past presidents, let me know in the comment section. I want to do a little research and know what is going on. But you guys know, in Trump's America, is either you go the Trump's way or you take the highway. So before you come as a president of another country, get ready. That's what I would say. Anything is possible. Don't assume that decorum is the order of the day. Decorum has flown from the windows, okay? Yes, so this is the issue of internet rating. This is the issue of I am making number one, situation. So, but anyway, I just pray they are going to find a common ground to have this conversation. To, we don't want to see World War III. That's my point. We don't want to see that. We want everybody to cohabit in peace. But to be honest with you, that interview, from what I read about it, was below the belt for number one country, America. No demure, no cutesy. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm just here blabbing. All right, see you guys in my next video. Bye, everyone. Ciao, ciao.